I'm sorry, clearing my throat from all the... Wait, are you recording?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
definitely recording. This is Justin. Welcome back to New Age Podcast. Wow, the moon's out tonight. It's a beautiful moon. I'm here with my roommate in college, Spencer.
Yeah, it's me. I'm from California. I'm 18. This is my first time ever doing a podcast. Pretty hype. I have one question though.
What's the
What
question?
is the rules on language?
No cursing.
Okay,
I try to stay away from religious and political stuff.
Okay, I'll try my best to not curse, and I'll try my best to stay away. But I might slip every once in a while because that's how I am as a person.
I mean, you can always bleep it out.
Oh yeah, true.
I always get tired when I record these podcasts.
Yeah.
But today we're going to be talking about murder.
Murder.
Is murder morally wrong? Go.
Well, it always depends on the context of the murder. I think a really important thing to begin with is the different types of murder. Or we're going to talk about the U.S. law systems because that's what we're both accustomed to.
Right.
So there's first-degree murder, second-degree murder, third-degree murder. All are considered murder under U.S. law, but all three have different kind of
Contexts.
Yeah. So first degree would be like if I decided to murder Justin tonight because I was angry that he stole my cookie 3 nights ago.
Jeez.
Second degree murder would be if Justin stole my cookie and I decided to just stab him in the throat with a knife.
Right.
And third degree murder is also called manslaughter, which more people know it as, which would be if I threw a brick at Justin as a joke and it hit him in the head and killed him. Do I think that any murder is morally correct? Yes. I think that you should be not allowed to kill people because you feel a certain way,
Right.
but self-defense is a big thing. I think self-defense murder is fine. And also, it really depends on your...
But is it really murder if it's self-defense?
Technically it is. Because murder is just the act of killing someone.
Right.
So if I kill you because you were attacking me, I murdered you.
True.
But it was a self-defense murder.
Right. But then the question is, what is morals? How you decide whose morals are more important than somebody else's morals?
Well, if we look at the U.S., because that's where we're from,
Right.
and along with most countries in the world, although there is no true set of morals, we all follow similar sets. So, like,
Right.
we follow that murder is bad. We follow that cheating is bad. That's a very gray one that you can go either way.
Stealing.
Stealing is bad. Things like that are bad, and that's how like our laws are made up.
Right.
But the real thing is that there is no true thing as a moral or a true moral. It's all interpersonal. So you have different morals than me. Anyone who's listening to this has different morals than both of us.
Right.
So the real question is, are you going to follow your society's standards of
for
morals?
Morals, right.
And that's really up to you. And that's why you can decide if murder is right or wrong. But you are living in that society, and in our society, murder is wrong. So technically, for everyone, murder is legally wrong, but maybe not morally wrong to someone.
Right. But then, I guess my question would be, is there always, how I put it, a mean for the cause, if that's how they say it?
You mean, I know exactly what it's saying. You're trying to
Yeah,
say,
I know
but
the
now
saying
I'm
is a
forgetting.
mean for something.
Does the end justify the means?
Right.
In that case, it really depends on how you look at it. If we stray away from self-defense,
Right.
I think that the ends can justify the means. And that would be like, I don't remember his name, but the recent assassination by the U.S. of the leader of some Middle Eastern country, I think it was Iraq. I'm not quite sure on his name.
No, I can't. It's not coming up.
Not coming to my
right
head. But was that morally justified? Technically, in a sense, because he could have killed thousands of more people, and then, even though it kind of gets to this gray area of we didn't know if he could do that, the action of killing him and I believe other people were in the convoy when they bombed it. But the act of killing him theoretically prevented more deaths than it caused.
Exactly.
So in my opinion, that justifies the means. Do I think that if I know that Justin's going to go kill a friend, that I should kill him first? No. Because I should tell the police.
Exactly, yeah.
But if I knew that Hitler was going to commit the Holocaust,
Right.
I would feel morally justified to kill him.
Yeah, I can understand that. Now, what would you say values, or how would you value different lives? Like, would you say that an human's life is more important than like an animal's life? Or would you say that all lives are in a sense worth and valued at the same?
It really is a tricky question. If I personally believe in the consumption of animals. I am very environmentally friendly, but the idea of this is that it's not that animals are worth any less than us.
Right.
It's not that a pig is trash to me, or a dove is trash to me, or whatever
Right.
animal is trash. I think all animals are on the same level as us. And in that same sense, if a mountain lion attacked me, it's my fate.
Right.
It's not like I matter more than that mountain lion. Now, do I have the right to fight back? Yes. But if that mountain lion gets the upper hand of me and it kills me, I personally don't think that it should be executed like we believe in society now.
Exactly.
Now, going back to that, I think that factory farming is wrong. I think that being inhumane towards animals is wrong. But just the mere fact of killing an animal, in my opinion, is not wrong. On the other hand, if we go into humans, does an older person matter more than a younger person?
Right.
Does a middle-aged person, or does a man matter more than a woman?
Right.
And there's two ways of thought on this: is potential, and then what's the other one? Kinetic. But you know what I'm going for. Potential would be babies matter more because they could become the next Einstein.
Right.
And the other thought is that older people matter more because they already have experienced life
that they could pass
understand it.
down.
Personally, I believe more in a potential kind of mindset, but at the same time, I don't think we should just go up to an old person and kill them for no logical reason, unless they did something completely and utterly wrong.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, how would you suggest, what would happen if the world reaches its maximum capacity, where our consumption is more than the Earth's production? Do you think we should, I don't want to say murder,
Cull. We'll use the word cull.
Yeah, cull the human population? Or you think we should, I guess, well, our current plans, I guess, is to try to colonize somewhere else, but then the same thing might just happen over there.
I'm in the school of thought that population will cap out. But if that doesn't happen, it really is less of a question of morals, but more of a question of who is leading the world at that time. Let's assume that the US, China, Russia, the UK, France, all the normal up highs are in control. Most likely, that means that a lot of the third world countries, I'm not sure who's lowest on that list, but we'll just say majority of African countries, majority of Pacific Island countries, majority of South America countries will probably be the ones that will be killed if we do have to cull.
Right.
Do I believe that's morally and correct? No, I think that there is no really right answer. From my school of thought, I would think that older people should be killed off. But at the same time, wouldn't it be easier to just say no and have babies for a while, and we'll just have we'll have selective breeding pairs that will go about to repopulate slower and more controlled.
So more like a population control.
Yeah.
Through reproduction.
Are either correct? No.
No.
Because there is no right answer to this, but if I had to choose, killing off old people would be more logically sound.
But would you say that it's fair that anybody would choose to, I guess, if you're thinking logically, killing one person to save thousands, anybody would make that choice?
Yes, and the only issue arises in that when it is personal. When you have a grandma who's in that kill list, you're not going to be happy.
Right.
When you have a relative who was killed, you're not going to be happy. When you're on that list, you're not going to be happy. If we had a completely non-personal existence, then logicality would be the only thing that would exist in our world. We wouldn't have race issues, we wouldn't have socioeconomic issues, but personality is who we are as humans. So no matter what, logic is thrown out of the window, and that's what makes us have no right answers, because the right answer is the most logical one.
Right.
But when you have personality, that goes away.
And it becomes a more emotional thing about how you feel about it.
Exactly.
So I guess you can't really decide on somebody's morals, and I guess you can't really say that your morals are worth more than anybody else's morals, or that your morals are correct and somebody else's morals are wrong. Right?
I 100% agree with you. You can't say that you are right morally, because morals aren't, in reality, they don't exist.
Yeah, I guess that.
They are just some kind of idea that we hold inside of ourselves to make us try to become better.
But do you think that morals are created by your environment and how you were raised? Like, for now, me personally, I think cannibalism is wrong. Cannibalism. But if I was raised in a tribe where cannibalism was seen as normal, I wouldn't think it was wrong. I think it was tradition.
I 100% agree with you. I think that there's minuscule amounts of morals that are biological. One of those is murder, is a very biological thing. It's illogical for us to go around and kill other people of our species because they could help us.
Right.
But at the same time, chimpanzees, which are very close to us socially, do kill their members for no reason at all, sometimes just because they want to. But I do agree with you that it is mainly environmental things. Your family teaches you them, your culture teaches you them, your country teaches you them. And bringing up cannibalistic tribes, they believe that it's morally right.
Right.
Do we think it's morally right? No. But does that mean that we're right and they're wrong? No. It just means that we have differing opinions.
Different morals,
Yeah.
different opinions of how we view life. I guess it all comes down to what you believe and accepting the fact that other people may not believe the same thing as you do.
Yeah, and that's a really hard thing to do.
Right.
I think one of the hardest things in the world is...
that you may be wrong.
Yeah, but also I think that's the most important thing that you can deal with. I think it's one of those double-edged swords.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard to accept that you might be wrong, but it's also really, really important to build you as a human to know that you're wrong.
Because I feel like if you don't really doubt anything, you never can truly understand it.
No, you can't. Because if I believe that the earth is flat,
right,
I can just say that a million times, a billion, trillion times. I can say that exact same phrase, and it's true to me. But the second that I actually take in other people's opinions or look at research, or don't try to go out and prove my point,
right,
but go out and try to understand, it's very hard to do that. And that's why when you see these debates of flat earthers, most of the time they talk about, I went out and I did this and I did that. But that's because they're looking for an answer, not looking for an understanding.
Right.
And that's
I think that's how people are nowadays sometimes.
Yes, 100%. People don't want to believe that they're wrong because that's what they're told as a little kid. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do what you want to do.
Right. Well, I think this has been a good talk and very educational. I guess if you guys like these, we'll do more, upload more. Thank you, Spencer, for coming on to the podcast.
No problem. It's not like I really had a choice to go on this or not. But
well, we're not really doing anything in here.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment down below your thoughts on morals and what you believe in. And keep it random. Peace.